And now with more on the holiday security challenges, CEO and founder of the Israel Defense and Security Forum, Brigadier General Reserves Amir Avivi. Brigadier General, thank you so much for joining us again. Starting with escalations at the Temple Mount, in part this has been blamed on the heightened Israeli presence and visitation during the holidays. What do you say to those who argue that Israel is changing the status quo and inciting a response?
Well, I think Jews have every right to visit in the most sacred place for Judaism, the Temple Mount. I think that even talking, not from a religious point of view, but from a civil democratic point of view, a religious place, every human being who feels that he wants to be close to a place that is important for him has the right to visit. Now, I think that terror organizations are trying to use visits to Temple Mount as an excuse to carry out terror attacks. And if we surrender to that, the result will be more terror attacks and more demands.
All right, now, officials from terror group Hamas have been putting a lot of effort into escalating tensions in Jerusalem, as you insinuated a moment ago, particularly around the Temple Mount, though. But largely, this has not come to pass as Hamas had hoped. Is this due to Israeli intervention or a drop in the willingness to engage in violence on behalf of Hamas? Maybe even a drop in belief in Hamas's word?
Well, it seems that at least in the short term, Hamas is interested, on one hand, to keep Gaza quiet so it can rebuild economically. But Hamas is putting all its efforts to incite Arabs in East Jerusalem and in the areas of the Palestinian Authority and in Judea and Samaria. At the end of the day, strategically, Hamas is focusing on taking over the Palestinian authorities. This is the main goal. This is what they are aiming to, and this is the main effort. Part of this is leading the Palestinian society and claiming they are the ones that are fighting for their interests and for Al-Aqsa, Temple Mount, and so on. This is part of the strategy that Hamas is carrying forward.
And now, contrary to earlier reports, including our own, it seems that all four of the militants killed in Jenin were from Fatah's Al-Aqsa Martyrs Brigades. But meantime, Fatah leader and Palestinian Authority President Abbas is speaking about peaceful negotiations with Israeli President Herzog. So is Abbas being two-faced, so to speak, or has the Palestinian Authority lost control of its own security forces?
Well, both. I mean, it's the Fatah, it's Abbas that is paying billions of shekels to terrorists. Abbas is the one who is going to pay also the families of these terrorists that were killed by the IF. He is the one inciting in education system of the Palestinian Authority. He is the one delegitimizing Israel everywhere around the world through the BDS and other organizations. On the other hand, he doesn't want to lose complete control of the Palestinian Authority, but everything he's doing is helping lose control. So it's not very coherent. On one side, he's talking to Israeli leaders. On the other side, he's inciting, he's paying terrorists, he's delegitimizing. And now he's feeling the consequences of everything he has done all these years.
All right, now we've also seen reports that a major tragedy was narrowly averted along the Israel train line as someone reportedly put a large object on the tracks that could have caused a derailment. How would we know that this was terror-related? As of now, the only supposed suspect has been cleared of suspicion and released.
Well, first of all, we know that somebody tried to sabotage the train. The police and the Shabak need to go in depth, get their intelligence, and put their hands on the right person who did it. Until we catch this person, we really cannot know who did it, but we do see parts of the Israeli Arab society who are also involved in terror, also affected by Hamas, Islamic Jihad, also joining organizations like the Muslim Brotherhood, whether it's the northern part or the southern part. So definitely we need to be on the alert, especially now in the holidays.
All right, Brigadier General Avivi, thank you again so much.
You're welcome.
Hi everyone, it's Emmanuel Kadosh. I wanted to invite you all to subscribe to ILTV Plus, where you can find our daily news and updates about Israel. And not only that, but live feeds, entertainment, our kosher food show, and so much more. Needless to say, your subscription to ILTV Plus helps us grow and create more content while also supporting the state of Israel. Our app is available on all platforms and devices, so I'll see you guys there.